chose that last song there because of the chorus to the second verse there, singing about the eternal arms of love which ever stands around. That's what this year has been like, the eternal arms of love. Little story that Cindy and I wanted to share from when we first got our diagnosis. Cindy was diagnosed with cancer in December 2007. Cancer from her breast, and immediately had more tests after that. And it was in January, after some more tests, that she had taken some time off work to get the results of the scans and called me up on the phone and said, "Charlie, bad news, it is stage 4, it is metastasized, and it is spreading my brain." This was essentially the death sentence. We weren't ready to deal with that yet, but that's what it was. I said, "Cindy, you're not going back to work, you're coming home." And for when she got back, I got an idea that I thought was either going to be great or horrible, but got the computer set up, and when she walked in the door, we went over to the computer, and I went out to YouTube and pulled up a clip of that closing song at the end of Monty Python's Like the Grind. And I figured this was either going to be absolutely perfect or she was going to kick my teeth out. But you have all those people on the cross, they're going, "Always look on the bright side of life," and so on. It was the best possible thing that we could have done, that we stood there singing along with that, hugging each other and laughing and crying and trying to deal with the news that we've had. And we've had, well, it's been since December 7th, it's been almost 2 years. And the beautiful thing that has brought us, it hasn't healed Cindy, but it has brought us time, so we're ready now. And Cindy's feeling, I guess the way she put it about death at this point is something, I'm tired, can I go home now? I'm going to rest. We decided that we want to deal with this process openly, that death isn't the enemy, that we want to accept this as a natural part we all have, and to not struggle against it, but to accept it and to do what we can to make Cindy's death as beautiful as her life. One of the best pieces of advice we got from another friend of Cindy's from work, who was a stage 4 cancer survivor, was, "Cindy, your friends are going to want to help. Let them." And the learning that took us a while to do, and the hard part, was to let people help us to let the love in. It's been absolutely astounding, this period, especially since she's been on hospice care at home, has been an absolute miracle of love, and I'm not exaggerating. It has been some of the most beautiful times that Cindy and I have spent together with the two of us, or with our friends visiting, or with our friends singing. It's been absolutely astounding. There is no heart that is large enough that could possibly contain the love that we've been showered with. And our final challenge, because we're approaching Cindy's final days, and part of what we were asking you to join us in the closing part of the program, it's time to let go. And I think Cindy's ready to die soon, and I am ready to let Cindy die when she's ready to. So we are working on what's probably the hardest part of the process, which is her letting go of me, and me letting go of her. But it's time. And we ask you folks, similarly, who are all here, who are sharing your love for Cindy, who are making this just an astounding community of love. It is time to bless Cindy, and it's time to go. It's okay. When it's time for you to die, we're with you. We're ready to let you go. We bless you on that. This is not a bad thing. This is a beautiful thing. And I guess the last thing, a couple of folks Sacred Heart group reminded me that I married God when I married Cindy. And those of you who spend time with her in the closing months know this is true. I married a saint. Cindy's graciousness and her openness and her willingness to accept and go with what she's gone through and to be able to accept the love and the care of all her friends and be ready to open her heart to a beautiful experience of death. It has been really, really astounding, and I'm absolutely honored to be sharing it with Cindy and to be sharing it with all of you folks. And thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being part of it. You can never, ever, ever know how much it means to both of us. So from the absolute bottom of my heart, from Cindy and I both, thank you so much.